Hello everyone. Hi Debbie.
Hello Faye. How are you?
Very well. How are you?
Yep, good. All good.
All good. Fantastic. I'm just posting the link to our live onto our Twilight Crop and Craft group so that people can find us.
And I've just seen on Twilight Crafts, it comes up with a big logo saying live, which is nice. Hi Vicky. Hi Kate.
Fantastic. Hi everyone. Oh, Vicky's on YouTube as well. Brilliant. Hi Vicky and Kate on Facebook. Hi Steph.
Hi Steph.
Fantastic. Right. I didn't even know it was Thursday, so I'd forgotten.
Oh.
And then my other half had gone, but it's Thursday. Oh yes, I'm glad somebody knows what day of the week it is.
Oh my goodness. It's
no idea.
Hi Nicola.
Hi Nicola. Look how lovely this is. Our friend Rachel got us one of these little embellishment trays.
I've got mine ready too.
You've got yours ready. This is from Hobbycraft, isn't it? So we thought we would be making use of these because I've got my laser cuts. So we've got the Kaleidoscope sub kit, which is next month, isn't it, Deb?
Yes. Yeah. It will start shipping the 1st of June.
And it is packed full of goodies because you get sheets of paper, white cardstock. You get this lovely Jenny Wren stencil. You get some Cutfiles. I'm using these Cutfiles, but that comes in the kit. But
yeah,
Deb, you're using the frame.
It comes with a frame and some leaves, and I'm going to link ink some of the leaves. I think it goes that way.
And this was the one. I'm going to turn my light off because I seem to be getting a lot of reflection, and that's not good for people watching. Let me just adjust that because there's a lot of bounce back of the light, which is, I've got a light ring which helps to light it, but that's better, isn't it? Because then you can see
that's
a bit better. So I inked in the tone on tone on that.
Oh, did you ink the cut file?
Yeah, so I used all the soft colours: spun sugar, bundled sage, tumbled glass, and then what's the light one? Not abandoned coral, but
is that warm lipstick? Warm lipstick? Can't remember.
No, I think I went for spun sugar and worn lipstick on this bit, and then the really light one. Oh, you've got me now. Have I got them stacked up here? I will find out because I've written them down. But yeah, you match it tone on tone. And they were all distress inks rather than oxides. It was actually... Hi, Ali. Hi, Julie.
Hi, Julie.
So it was actually tattered rose because that's a slightly peachy colour. So abandoned coral would what I would call this very dark one, but I wanted it subtle. So I went tattered rose, spun sugar, bundled sage, and tumbled glass just in the inks rather than the oxides. So it's really soft.
Oh, nice.
So that was that one. Good. Oh, hi, Julie. Oh, lost track of the days this week. Same. I didn't even know it was Thursday, so I'm all over the place. Yeah, totally. Not even knowing what day it is. So I'm going to be inking these. These come in the kit. So you get the frame cut file and you get these lovely tropical leaves. And then with the stencil in the kit, I've made some flowers and then I fussy cut them. So I'm going to create a wreath. I think you did a wreath.
Yeah, I did. Should I get mine that I finished?
Yeah, I would love to see it.
Yeah.
And I'm going for these two colours, Rustic Wilderness and Twisted Citron, just to give a bit of a three-dimensional effect to the leaf. So that's my plan.
Fill in the case, but that's mine. And I've made...
Oh, it's beautiful, Deb. And you've made the flowers three-dimensional. I might try and do that with mine. Yeah. Great idea.
And that was the first one with the lovely wreath.
Oh, it's lovely. And I did a similar one, but I just love your photo. I put some acetate pieces and some of the to give a bit of
Really
dimension.
lovely.
I love this kit. It's beautiful.
So,
in fact, we had our weekend crop this weekend, which was amazing fun. And we
brilliant.
sold, I think we've only got one of these kits left, haven't we?
Yes, it hasn't even
Been released yet?
No, and we've just got one left.
Oh, it's amazing. Which means we can be planning lots more lovely kits.
Absolutely.
But it was the best weekend.
Oh, it was so lovely.
Busy but fabulous.
Yes, absolutely.
And I missed being here last week, Deb. You flew solo on my behalf.
I went solo.
I'm
just
so
as well. I didn't have any time to think about it.
No.
Just went for it.
That's what friends do. So I don't mind sharing. So last week we were having a really tough time and we had to say goodbye to our beloved dog, Kenny. And we were all having a bit of a tough time, and Debbie sprung into action, didn't you? And I was so grateful.
Well, I was just relieved. I didn't have much notice, no time to think about it, and I just did it.
Oh, it was a fab weekend, Julie.
And we've already sold over half the tickets for 2025.
I know. Oh my gosh, I'm so chuffed. So yeah, we've got 2025 dates in 17th and 18th of May next year, with at the wonderful Patchway Community Centre, which has a massive hall and dining room. You might have seen the video on Facebook that we put together. And the manager of the hall, Tina, is just amazing. So makes the whole event run smoothly.
Oh, it's just such a wonderful hall, isn't it? And it's so clean, and it's just lovely.
All the facilities, it's just great, isn't it? And of course, we had the shop open all weekend.
We did. We
were super busy.
Lots of lovely things.
Yeah, and lots more lovely things on the way.
Yes, lots more lovely things on the way.
Very exciting.
When do you think they'll arrive, Faye?
Well, I'm hoping in the next week and a half, usually from the States, isn't it? Let's hope so. Oh, Julie, you spent in Wootton Under Edge. Now, I think, is that where my hen do is, Debbie?
It's on the road to Wootton Under Edge. It's on Wootton Under Edge Road, isn't it? It's classed as Iron Acton, but it's very, very close. Aha.
So, yeah, one weekend of scrapping, and then this weekend, hen do. So we're not, no wonder I don't know what day of the week it is. I have no idea what's going on in my life at the moment. It's mad, but I am not complaining.
No. Nice things to look forward to, isn't it?
Exactly. Super exciting. So, Deb, I'm after a bit of advice. I'm going to try and make my flowers a bit three-dimensional. So I've got one of these lovely tools. Am I just rubbing?
Well,
how did you do it?
I just did it with my nail because I didn't have anything there. And I just folded it like that.
But you're doing a line?
Yeah, kind of a line. Well, as liney as I could get it with my thumbnail.
Great idea.
But had I had the tools there in the mat, I would have done it with a tool.
Yeah.
But, thanks, Julie. Julie said, what a lovely photo. It is a lush photo.
It is. Oh, my gosh. And your photo on the other layout in the tutu is fabulous.
Yeah, I love it. We've a local lady did it in Mangotsfield, and she's absolutely amazing. She's called Rhubarb Jam. Absolutely fabulous. The photos they've got are just amazing. And she did both of them by themselves and together. It's absolutely fabulous.
So, Deb, your top tip about just using your nails, I think it's better because this kind of makes a bit of a too heavy a line, and I want something a bit more subtle.
Yeah, I think it is quite subtle doing it with your nail. It
just gives that slight crease, whereas the indentation of the line is too harsh.
Yeah, it gives it a slight indentation, but not. It would kind of spring back, and then I just put a foam dot in each one. But I did use our petals stencil to do the green leaves around, but you've got your inked ones, haven't you?
I've put as a background, I dug out my gloss sprays.
Oh.
Dina Wakely, we have these on the website. They need a good shake. They've got a ball bearing inside to mix up the colour, but it gives a lovely splatter effect. So that's what I've done on the background, and then I just let it dry. So I do that before the live because it does need time to really go off. But if you haven't dabbled with gloss sprays, they are good fun. You can paint with them. Here I just took the nozzle out and just flicked the nozzle. So really good fun, those, if you haven't played with those before.
How much is on your desk? Or is the desk splatter
Well,
free?
yes. Well, and also the computer screen that's in front of me, everything gets a bit covered, doesn't it?
Yeah. Okay.
It's all good fun. So yeah, I just fussy cut these, stenciled them out. Let me trim that one a bit more. This stencil's fab that you've designed, Deb. So it's almost like 5 little hearts, and then you stencil the middle separately. It's fabulous.
So you don't get mud. I thought if you stenciled it's separate, so you don't get
You're not
mud
having to
with the colours mixing.
Yeah, that's good. It's excellent. Right, a few more lovely florals here. I thought I had one more leaf. As I've taken this layout to the crop and back and didn't actually get time to do it, I worry I've lost a few pieces along the way, which can sometimes happen when things get stuck together. Let me just check what I've got in here.
I can't believe how much ephemera is in this pack. It's literally
So much.
There's just so much, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely. Loads of lovely stuff.
Oh, I didn't see those at the bottom.
Do you know how many leaves we had in the kit, Deb? Was it 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
I think it was.
Yes. So I'm going to then build up a few more of these flowers. And I'm going to bring this in a bit closer to create a tighter wreath. That's it, and then you can see some of the splatters a bit better. So I've got 2 spare there that I don't need at the moment. Yeah, Julie, the ephemera packs, I've had a few from the different ranges. The Wherever ephemera pack was just full. And I think I made about 7 layouts from that kit and still had masses left over. They are such good value. I might actually then make this a bit 3-dimensional, just fold it a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I was doing, trying with the leaves as well, just to fold in the middle.
Just a little,
when I folded.
give it a little crease.
Yeah, just to give it a little 3D-age.
3D-age. That's what we like. So let's grab my trusty Nuvo. I'm going to stick the leaves down first and then use your tip, Deb, where you said actually a little bit of foam pads for the flowers work well.
Just put it right in the middle. I didn't put it. I've just found a bigger piece, so I'm going to back this in green, I think, but chop a bit up. So it's all backed rather than 2 different colours.
Right, I'm not going for the perfect circle because I think it can look a bit more rustic than that. And then,
oh yeah.
Yeah, I've got masses of the Wherever collection left, and that was just from the sub kit where we just had the papers I used up quite well, but the ephemera, you just have so much. left over. It's fab, isn't it, Julie? It's really good. Right, little foam pads here. Okay.
Oh, that background looks lovely with your splatters.
Yeah, I think because I've brought the wreath in a bit closer, it seems to work now.
Very nice.
And what are you planning with your cut file, Deb?
I don't know.
Clusterage?
Oh, definitely a clusterage.
Definitely a clusterage.
Wouldn't be right without a clusterage.
Oh, yes, Julie, that's reminded me. I need to email you. It's on my trusty post-it pad. I got back on Sunday, then work hit on Monday, and I haven't got to it, but I promise that will be winging its way to you.
Worked enough, get in the way.
Oh, it gets in the way. Yeah, the 6x8 pads from 49er Market I love because they're like miniature, they're like smaller versions of the papers, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, I've just got the what's it, Plum Grove, because I've got so much ephemera. I said to Faye, I need some Plum Grove, so I've got some Plum Grove
So that
to
you can use up
everything else.
Absolutely, use up some of the stash you've got by just adding a few little new pieces.
Yeah.
That is a good idea. Right, I'm going in with some of these rub-ons. I bought some of these extra rub-ons because I couldn't resist. So if you have a sub kit, you can add to your box any extras that you might like from the same collection or from different collections. It's lovely. So I'm cutting out these little rub-on splatters, I think. Oh, you've been doing Project Life pages as well, Julie, with it. It's great. I find Project Life's great for using up all your scraps or ephemera that doesn't quite complement enough for a layout. And actually, I sent you some photos, didn't I, Deb? I went through my Project Life from 2015 and 2016, and there were so many of us crafting or walking. Or
Oh, there were some brilliant ones in there, weren't there?
it's nice to look back. Right, so I'm going to cut this in pieces. This is one big rub-on, but I don't want to use it all in one piece. I'm going to cut pieces out to tuck under.
I'm going to do a bit of sewing.
Oh,
I decided.
oh yeah, Julie, you said you got all your son's road trip photos to scrap. Yeah, the Wherever collection is good for that. Perfect theme. It's great. Right, a few little rub-ons there. I might put little rub-on up here to fill this gap, and then I'm going to start adding some ephemeral.
Ephemeral?
Some ephemeral. This here. There we go. Yeah, just adds a little bit more texture, I think. And if you get any bits of rub-ons left on here, I tend to make sure I don't waste any. Does anybody else do that? You go and add them.
Oh yeah, I find I often get little spotty bits left, so I
Yeah,
just put them all over.
you've got to make use of those.
It just adds to the...
Can't waste them.
No.
Couple more. Oh, you're getting through that, all your travel photos, Julie, with all these lovely collections. Right, getting these rub-ons on, and then I'm going to start layering the ephemera on there. Last one. A little bit of blue. Some of this. I must admit, I hadn't thought about chopping the rub-ons up, and then I did a sort of online class from 49 and Market, and I thought, actually, yeah, you do make them go a lot further when you just chop pieces off. You don't need to use them in full. Oh, thanks for joining us, Julie. Enjoy the cuppa. Fantastic. That's what I like to hear. Feet up with a cuppa.
Absolutely.
Right, I think that's enough rub-ons there. I could go on and on. I think that's enough. And then here, all these lovely pieces, I thought I'm going to go start adding some laser cuts next.
I've had to use a needle for me holes because I couldn't find a pokey tool. It's upstairs somewhere. So, yeah.
So you've had to improvise.
I've had to improvise. But we're improvising people, aren't we?
Absolutely, we are. Some of these beautiful flowers. Oh my gosh, I just love them.
I love all the little birds and the butterflies as well.
Yeah, these, I've got 2 little hummingbirds. And I think I'm going to foam pad those. So if I want to tuck things underneath it, I can easily do that, because I'm thinking, so I've got this. In fact, I might want to put that in place. I could do with a distressing tool. Now, the distressing tool I can never find when I need it. It's one of those things that goes into your tote. Does anybody find that?
Yeah.
And you can never find it. It's buried in the bottom of a tote somewhere. Come on, little although, Deb, you have used the edge of the scissors before, haven't you?
Yes, and I lost mine, so I bought another one, and then it turned up.
And then you found it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Always happens, I think. Let's just return that.
Rough this up a bit. I always worry about blunting my scissors doing this.
Oh dear, I've never thought about that.
No. Oh, you love a hummingbird, Nicola? Yeah. It's gorgeous. You've got a safe storage for your... Normally, my distressing tool is hung on my pegboard, but because we've been to Crocs, it's not where it should be, because I haven't even unpacked yet.
No, mine's always in my pencil case.
A bit of this in rustic wilderness, just with what's left on the brush.
Beth, it sounds like my house.
Oh, Kate, I'm the same. That's why I prefer using a distressing tool. Puts my teeth on edge. Oh, I'm so with you on that. It's not nice. So I'll do it. I've done it quickly. Get it done. Right, so my little hummingbird can go there. So we've got a hummingbird either side. This is going to be my photo mat and a photo from my holiday.
I did originally have the idea, Faye, that I might get this piece of paper and chain stitch all the petals. I don't think I'm going to have time for that.
Oh, it would be amazing, but
it would be amazing, but I don't think I'm going to have time for that.
Labour of love.
This is taking me long enough, isn't it? Just this little circle.
Yeah.
I do like a little stitch circle, especially a 49 and Market stitch circle.
Yeah, I do. Love all these acetate bits, the way you can layer them up. It's lovely. This is what I'm thinking. Little butterfly here and there. On the edge of my flower.
What's everybody up to at the weekend?
Yeah, we've got a busy one, haven't we, Deb? Another busy one.
Another busy one. Away 2 weekends in a row, unheard of.
I know. Has anybody got any crafting plans? I wonder. Oh, there was a 6th leaf. Here it is. I didn't need it. We'll put that back in the ephemera case. Dragonfly.
Oh, birthday cards. Oh, a new tattoo on Tuesday. Oh, that sounds exciting, Steph.
Oh, wow. What you haven't done, Steph? I want to get mine added to. I've just got one. I want to get my butterflies. I've got a butterfly on my back and I'd like another one added.
I haven't got a tattoo at all yet.
Yeah, she says.
Never say never.
Mine have got ink splats, so I went very arty. I found a design that I loved, and it's like representative of the crafts that I do.
Oh,
Kate says she loves stitching on layouts, but it's, yeah, definitely. I've not got the patience for it. I've still got one from a retreat where it came with the kit, and I know it will look fabulous, but it's just having the time and the patience to persevere with it.
oh, that'll be lovely, Steph. What a lovely way! What a lovely thing to do, and special, isn't it?
Oh yes, that is lovely. In fact, my other half in August has booked in to have a special tattoo done of our dog, because the artist who's done his before and has drawn in COVID when he couldn't work, I commissioned him to do a pencil and watercolor drawing of our dog, and it is just beautiful. So I think he's going to get that turned into a very special tattoo.
Is he the chap who did the lovely portraits you had done as well?
Yeah, he's super talented.
They were brilliant.
Wonderful artist. So yes, he does that as well, which means his tattoos are like beautiful
I think tattoos should be like a work of art, shouldn't they? It should be something really special, shouldn't it?
Yeah. I'm going all out on this adding of the foliage, I must admit.
One of Jenny's friends has got a tattoo. I don't know if anyone's ever seen like the 3D kind of drawings by MC Escher. And there's one called Labyrinth. And it's the labyrinth in the film, but it's all stairs and staircases. And he's actually got a tattoo of it. It's amazing.
Oh, wow.
It's an absolute stunner. It's
stunner.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Wow. Find me trusty ATG. I have it.
Oh my goodness, it sounds like you're going to be busy, Nicola.
Oh yes, you are going to be busy. Yeah, we got half term coming up. Work for me.
Oh,
I don't get the same time off, but that's okay. So holiday clubs and things all booked in.
Oh, are they? You've got some really good ones, haven't you, near you?
Yes. Some lovely ones where lots of his friends go. So it's all good. He enjoys it.
That's really good.
Right, where's that little hummingbird gone? Here he is. Got to have a hummingbird coming out this side. Let's stick some of these down. Never afraid to layer these. You get so many in here that you think, well, although you can't see all of it, they just create a good effect when they're...
That's a lovely layer, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right, I've only done one. But I don't think I can do any more than that. That's enough stitching for one night, I think.
Love it. Oh my gosh, donuts at home.
Oh,
I bet they would be good if
it's
it's a lot
cooking
of
badge, so
cooking badge.
can't you do something else for the cooking badge?
Yeah, that sounds complicated, Nicola.
Oh dear.
Sure, it will be amazing, but
yeah,
it's a lot of work.
I'm sure there's. Don't you have to fry them?
Yeah, you need
hot
oil. Can you get a donut machine?
Very labour intensive.
Yeah.
You must be able to do something like that in the air fryer. You can do everything in the air fryer.
Oh, that's a good point, actually. I wonder.
I bet you can.
You can do everything in an air fryer. You are right.
I made onion bhajis in the air fryer. They were nice.
They were good. Now, I've got teal. I treated myself to this because the teal collection, look at this.
That's lovely.
It just goes beautifully with Kaleidoscope. And I just thought it hasn't got a title, so maybe Happy Times?
Yes.
Happy Times is a little...
Right, I'm going to ink my leaves, I think, but I'm not sure. Let's have a look.
Get my photo stuck down.
So I took all this to the crop and
yes, me too. Did we get any scrapping done? No.
Nope.
In fact, let me show you what I did in a whole weekend. I cut this out.
And that's still more than I did.
That was it. And that was more than you did, Deb.
Yeah.
We were a bit busy, but we had to, and also what I loved is we were chatting and laughing.
So nice. Yeah. And we met some lovely new people, people we already knew. Such a lovely weekend.
It was the best. It was the best.
Yeah.
So we had a wonderful time. But we know when we run our crops, we don't get time to craft, but that's okay. That's why we do our lives, isn't it?
Absolutely. Right, I might do the same colours I did on the petals one.
Right. I think that's all it needs. Just that Happy Times is the tiniest little bit, but I think that works. DT bingo. Yeah. We did, because we met the lovely Amanda from our design team for the first time at the weekend crop.
We did. It was so
and we were working out how many of our DT we've met in person, which is a lot of them.
It is actually. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it was very nice.
That's how this lovely craft, online and in person, means we meet so many great people. I'm very lucky. Right, let's stick my hummingbird down with the tiniest of foam pads.
Right, I've just got 3 leaves. I can always ink a couple more.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, I wondered if they'd fit in there, and they do in that one, don't they? But not in the half cut one.
Yes, not in the half cut one, but I'm wondering if I have that one there and ink behind, and then my photo. Where did my photo go?
Oh, that looks good. Really nice.
Might have to go there. Then I can have a little bit of a clusterage.
I am not too far off finishing, I think. I just keep adding to this, but you've got to know when to stop.
Marvelous. I think I'm going to be quite a bit longer with mine. I think it's something I'm going to have to... I'm going to ink a leaf to go behind here, I think. And I definitely need some clusteraging.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm just going to have a go at this. So I had an idea for this layout, and it is work in progress. I wondered if I cut the white pieces out and then I raise this up and then I create a bit of mixed media, and it comes on this. Look at this the background of it. I mean, I really need 2 pieces of this.
That is really beautiful.
Oh, Vicky, you did a fab job. You did a day of scrapbooking, didn't you? And then you went on to your junk journaling. It was great. Let me just try cutting a little bit out here. Oh, thank you, Kate. I do like that wreath layout. It came together. I just think you can't go wrong with a wreath.
No, can't
go wrong with it.
It's one of those kind of staple things that you keep coming back to, isn't it? Because they just look so good.
They do. This craft knife, this Fiskars craft knife, is so handy for this kind of thing. And luckily I'm on a self-healing cutting mat. Now I will have to be a bit careful because that still joins there. I've got to make sure it still joins at that point, or else the whole thing will fall apart. So I don't want to cut too close.
Ah, so you're taking the white bits out?
Yeah.
That's clever.
But obviously you do have to be careful, because if you cut too much, the whole thing won't be joined together. And I don't think I'll take all the white pieces out because it will become too flimsy. Right, let's see. And where the edges are showing a little bit of white, I might just get my ink brush and just ink a little bit in there, and then you won't, or you can either distress the edges or ink them, so that I think I'll keep the middle piece in.
Oh, upside down. Do Do you think this one works here? It kind of flows over the...
Oh, nice. Yes, a little bird. Yeah. On the leaf.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure.
I love it. Right, 2 more pieces to go and we'll see what it looks like.
Oh, I've just realised I've got acetate in here as well. So much.
Yeah, acetate's quite subtle, isn't it, to layer?
Let me have a look at the acetate.
Yeah, that one's come apart, you see, where I've cut too close. You do have to be careful. If they all do that, then you're going to have a flower that, or a patchwork effect that falls
a bit
apart.
of a white border, don't you?
Yeah, you can't go too close to the edge. Because you'd have to stick it all back into place. And I'm not so sure I fancy a jigsaw puzzle that's that complicated. It might be a bit much. Right, so let's see. So we cut that piece out. That looks really effective. And actually, you've still got all these little pieces that you could... The other thing I was thinking, if you had these little pieces, you could raise them up on foam, but I don't think that will look as effective. So I'm going to set those pieces aside. I quite like that as it is. What do we think? Yeah, spirograph, Steph. Used to love a spirograph.
Oh, love
You
mine.
reckon about taking these pieces out then, so that again it makes that pop. Now keep that circle in the middle.
Oh,
But I am going to have to leave a white border because it's getting very delicate.
I might change it for this acetate mountain.
Ah, look. Can you see what's happened? Yes.
Oh.
Super flimsy. I'm going to leave more of a border. I like the idea, but I don't want the whole thing to fall apart. Or if they come apart, you just have to going to stick them back.
What do you think about acetate as a background instead of the card? I think it's more delicate.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, I think I'm going that because I've had to patch it together and I don't like the lines, but I can use it for something else. It's all good.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that one.
You can make it work.
Soap Extra Fine, Paris. That one's not quite opaque. I meant.
So I'm thinking on my feet here. Yeah, I love the acetate. It's everybody's agreeing with that, Deb. Looks fab.
Yeah. Right.
So this is now becoming super flimsy. So I think what I'm going to do, thinking on my feet, and I can always ink underneath, I'm going to stick this piece down and I'm going to be bold and stick these as I go.
And I'm thinking I probably won't cut mine like that because
I wouldn't.
it's tricky.
Note to self, is this all going to fall apart?
Well, you've done it, Faye, so we don't have to.
Yeah. I've shown you how not to do it. Cut the middle piece out, but not all these would be my advice. But I'm not going to be defeated.
Well, you started, so you'll finish.
I've started, so I'll finish.
Oh, I'm in a pickle tonight. Where's my gun? Don't know. Oh, here it is.
A giant jigsaw puzzle. So, just going to build it. Here we go. Yeah, it's looking fab, Deb.
Is it looking all right?
Yeah, love it.
Acetate. I think I'm going to glue this down And whatever the leaves, I quite like that showing through. So I think I'm going to glue it down where I'm happy, but I'll have to leave it so the leaves are about there. Moving everything, isn't it? And getting it back in the same place. I do a little pencil mark there.
Getting all this stuck down. If I just, I think building the layout can come next week possibly. But if I can get the concept of this, I can decide what I want to do.
I might stitch mine instead.
I would. What are the memes that say, don't be like Faye?
I was debating actually taking just this kit away with me, just in case, because you know how early I am up, and I was just thinking, I might have.
Yes. Good idea. I won't be up. Well, you know what I'm like. I'm always up early.
I bet you will be up.
Yeah. You know
that's how your body clock is now, isn't it? You just
It always is. Right, so there's the first bit layered up, and then I'm going to add some mixed media bits underneath it. I'm going to make it all. So these pieces I am going to cut individually. You know when you have this idea and it doesn't go as planned? Well, that's what's happened here. But
it's fine. It's a design opportunity.
It is, because all these lovely pieces, when they're beautifully cut out without any of the white lines, assemble on here perfectly. 1, 2, mixing it up. Yeah, that's a good idea, Karen. Take a photo. I do that once I've placed everything.
Yeah, I do that.
And sometimes if I'm prepping for a live, I thought, oh, I like that. Take a photograph of it, so it just reminds me how I liked it placed.
It's been hard to get it just exactly the same.
It never quite goes back. Just
no.
Never quite goes. Right. Making sure I don't lose any of these now. Don't want to be one piece short. How are we doing for time? Gosh. How does an hour fly by so quickly?
What is it already?
Nearly.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no, I told you I got one piece missing. Yikes. Oh, I found it. It's a green piece. Yeah, Nicola, my body clock is trained for 6:30. Even on a weekend when it's 7 o'clock, because it's an extra half an hour because it's not a school day, I'm still awake. And I know when we go away, Deb, and we have a chance for a lie-in.
Yeah, it doesn't happen, does it?
Doesn't happen.
Well, I'm worse now than when the children were small. I'm like 5 o'clock, which is just
a bit grim, isn't it? So, because mine is off center, I'm going to counteract that with trimming some off here and trimming some off here and laying a piece behind, which I can gut so I don't waste too much paper, but I will centralize that. And then I might add some rub-ons. I just think it's given a 3D-age.
Love a 3D-age.
3D arch to it. And I can add some mixed media behind. That's the idea anyway. And I'm going to keep these pieces because I might do something with them. They've got lovely patterned paper on the back. Maybe, yeah. And yours is coming together nicely too, Dad.
Still not finished though.
Not quite finished.
No, not quite finished. It's a work in progress.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's nothing wrong with that though.
No. Anybody got any ideas as what they do with this now? Would you add more paper or mixed media behind? I've obviously got more of these lovely stenciled florals that I could add. Fussy cut some of those around. Again, another wreath with a difference possibly. There are so many possibilities, but I will definitely look to trim to get this even. And then I will lay a piece of cardstock behind.
I think it's got to be Dreamer for this one.
It's got to be
Dreamer.
I think. Yes, absolutely. Right, let's centralise that a bit more. And then, oh, look what I've kept. Oh, it's as almost as if I knew I needed this piece of paper for the border.
Ah.
Genius. Let's trim the product tag off and see what this looks like if I put it behind. And then we've got this lovely coordinating button.
Oh, will it?
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
clever. And even, I don't want to waste some of that paper because I can use some of this to embellish. I would probably punch some hearts or some, like, we don't want to waste this, do we? Because this is lovely cardstock that I can use. So I would just take some of this off. I can use that. And I can use this piece. This is thrifty scrapping.
love thrifty scrapping.
Don't want to waste these lovely pieces. I can do, there's lovely butterflies on there. I only need a thin edge. Right. Let's see. Get my butterflies there. Position this, and it's got a lovely border. So I'm going to make sure that lines up like that. Tiny bit of pieces.
I think I'm going acetate.
You're going to keep on with the acetate? Yeah.
Flowers, look, they're just beautiful. Leaves and flowers.
Yeah. Yeah, Nicola, I'm so with you. Doesn't feel as bad when you wake up with a small person jumping on you and they go, I'm hungry. Or they say, how much charge has my tablet got? I'm like, no, it's too early for that.
That's when you train them to go and make their own breakfast, isn't it?
Yeah. Surely. I'm not quite at that stage yet.
No. Surely it's soon.
It's got to come soon. Oh, well, this wasn't as easy as I thought. when it's cut to pieces. Oh, I totally messed that up. How embarrassing. It's impossible to stick this straight.
Oh, I find that when it's yeah.
Not easy.
You'd be better if you did it with glue because you'd have some wiggle room.
Oh, darn it. Now you've come up with a brilliant suggestion. You want it to have some movement.
Yes.
Top tip from Debbie there. Again, don't do what I do.
I'm taking notes for when I use this.
Yeah, you're doing all the things.
Look at that little envelope. That's so cute.
Oh, that's cute.
But I don't think it works anywhere. It just cover over other lovely things.
We want some slip and slide here. Let's go over all this. The ATG is too sticky. If you
can get it off, put glue over the ATG and that will give you some slipperage.
That's what I've done. I need slipperage. Well, this layout is a learning curve on how not to do it. So hopefully anybody who has a go at something similar. That's better, Deb.
We've done this so you don't have to.
Exactly. ATG is just too sticky and it's not forgiving. Yeah, that's a good idea, Kate. Small breakfast fridge for them to nibble in the morning. Yeah. Mount it on the scrap you cut the flower out of. The other side you liked. Steph, that's exactly it. You've got the most genius idea. Oh, yes. Look at that. It's just like nothing wasted. Chuff with that. I have no idea what else I'm doing with it, but it's 9 o'clock, so my brain power will come back. I'm definitely thinking fussy cutting some of these to make a little detail here and maybe some mixed media inking. I've seen on Instagram or Facebook where they water down some oxides. I love Sarah Millerhouse's work. Have you seen that, where it's the inks all, it's just so good, and everything
layers so much colour, doesn't she?
Oh, fabulous. Really good. Steph, I love it. We're in tune. You knew exactly it, and I didn't get to read the comment, and then it's like, yes, we're tuned in. We had the same idea. Fantastic. Right, well, I think that's got the makings of a layout. Deb, yours is looking fabulous.
Everything I add on top of that just don't look right. I think that might be it.
Yeah, you don't, when you get to a point where you don't want to add any more, you know it's looking fabulous. Great.
Well, I think if I'll cover over other things, I can't see any point
no.
by covering over that beautiful acetate. Just can't see the point.
No, you don't want to spoil it.
No, I think I'm going to leave that there. So it's nearly finished, but I need to stick things down.
It's looking great. That is fabulous. Well, thank you for joining us, everyone. Really productive and great to chat with you all. And we will be back next week.
See you next week. Thanks for
See you next week, everyone. Bye.